Browns and Vikings for Beckham, first from a tweet by Mark Malusis of WFAN, then from Colin Cowherd on FS1, who says Beckham wants out. Now, behind the scenes, the Browns were telling reporters at ESPN in Cleveland that the notion is false. Still, it did create a fair amount of buzz, Max. If true, would Beckham make the Vikings a legit Super Bowl threat?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, first of all, I have to say, I think they are Super Bowl contenders and were last year fringy kind of contenders. And normally, a wideout does not really move the odds much for a team. If you look at Vegas posting odds over-under for wins and stuff like that, quarterbacks, yes, wideouts, not so much. But Beckham has been special when he's been at his best, which has not been for a couple of years now. You'd think he's highly motivated. He can't, have a bad showing 3 consecutive years on 3 consecutive teams. He's in his physical prime. He is replacing an excellent receiver that the Vikings lost, but Beckham's a better receiver. The Vikings last season, if you beat the Saints in the playoffs, are you a Super Bowl contender? I think so, and they just did it. And they got stopped by the team in the NFC, the Niners, who eventually represented, them in the Super Bowl. And by the way, had a lead in the fourth quarter. So yeah, I think the Vikings are already kind of knocking on the door, and Odell Beckham Jr. would tick that up a notch because Diggs is a very good receiver. Beckham's better. When Beckham's at his best, he's the most talented receiver in the world. And he's put up numbers at ages that really others have not. He was setting records until first he got hurt, and then the Giants were a mess, and then he got traded and the Browns were a mess. If he goes to a good, stable place with good pieces around him, guys, they lost 2 Packers and 2 to the Bears last year. Maybe Odell makes a difference. I think he likely does in at least a game or 2. And maybe the Vikings are challenging for a bye. He offers that kind of a premium when healthy. And he's never been in a really highly functional environment where, compared to where he's been recently, the Vikings certainly represent that.